The crisp autumn wind rustled the trees lining the entrance of Westridge High School as 15-year-old Nathan Lee stepped through the gates, his hands gripping a folded campus map that had already been creased at every corner. It was his third day navigating the labyrinthine hallways of his new school, and though he tried to project calm, Nathan was far from settled. At 5'6", with a round face, slightly chubby frame, and thick glasses that never stayed put, he blended into the background with an almost professional level of skill, an ability honed from years of moving around due to his father's job. What none of his new classmates knew, what no one could even guess, was that behind the awkward demeanor and thrift store hoodies, Nathan was a trained fighter. Not in some after-school program or summer camp. For 8 years, Nathan had studied Muay Thai under a former national champion in Bangkok. It had started as a way to keep a shy boy active, but it had grown into something else entirely. Something fierce, something disciplined. But all of that was part of a past life. Here, in suburban Massachusetts, Nathan was just the new Asian kid who barely spoke up in class and sat alone at lunch. "Hey, calculator." The voice sliced through the hallway just as Nathan was checking his map for the algebra classroom. He didn't respond. Maybe it wasn't directed at him. He hoped. "I said, I'm talking to you, math boy." Nathan turned slowly. A tall junior with a quarterback build and confident swagger stood a few feet away. Derek Mullins, the self-declared king of Westridge High. Flanking him were Patrick Owens, wiry and grinning like a hyena, and Lucas Carter, a thick-necked wrestler whose knuckles cracked when he flexed. "You deaf or something?" Derek asked, stepping forward and shoving Nathan just enough to knock the map from his hands. Students stopped to watch. "Heard you aced Peterson's pop quiz," Derek said. "That means you're going to help me with the next one." Nathan bent down to pick up the map, keeping his voice low. "Sorry, I can't help." Derek sneered. Patrick laughed. "Seems our friend here doesn't get how this place works." Nathan kept his eyes on the ground. Around them, students lingered, including a girl with dark curls and a calm demeanor who Nathan recognized from English class. Olivia Santos. She looked concerned but said nothing. Nathan remembered his father's words. "Your training is for protection, not pride. A fighter knows when not to fight." So, Nathan walked away. "This isn't over, new kid," Derek called after him. And he was right. Over the next 2 weeks, the torment escalated. Books knocked out of his hands. Rumors whispered in crowded halls. His backpack doused in chocolate milk. But Nathan didn't retaliate. At home, in the modest apartment he shared with his father, he would train in silence. Kicks against a worn bag, footwork drills across their narrow living room. It was the only space where he felt in control. His father, Jian Lee, noticed the exhaustion setting in but didn't press. After California, after the incident that forced them to relocate again, he had hoped things would be different. He watched his son, wondering when to step in. "Remember who you are," he told Nathan at dinner. "Inside, where it matters." One afternoon, Olivia found Nathan in the library, buried in a book on particle physics. "Everyone sees what Derek's doing," she said, sitting across from him. Nathan looked up, startled. "Why tell me?" he asked. "Because you're not scared," she replied. "Just waiting. Like you're holding something back." Nathan hesitated. "I don't want trouble." "Sometimes trouble finds you anyway," she said, standing to leave. "Just so you know, not everyone here is like Derek. Some of us want to see someone stand up to him." The words echoed in Nathan's head that night. The next day, it boiled over. After gym, Nathan was alone in the locker room when Derek and his cronies cornered him. "You've been avoiding me, calculator," Derek said, cracking his knuckles. "Not smart." Nathan backed into a wall of lockers. "I just want to be left alone." Derek laughed coldly. "Too late for that." He shoved Nathan hard. Again. A third time. Nathan took it, barely maintaining composure. But something inside him shifted. This wouldn't stop. It never did. That night, he couldn't sleep. He went through his forms again and again, muscle memory overtaking thought. His father knocked gently on the door. "It's happening again," Nathan said simply. Jian nodded. "I was afraid of this. Maybe I was wrong to ask you to hide who you are. There's no shame in defending yourself. But remember the 3 questions." Nathan recited them. "Is it necessary? Is it proportional? Can I stop when the threat ends?" The next day, Nathan walked into school with a calm that felt foreign. When Derek tried to block his path in the cafeteria and demanded his friend tax, Nathan didn't flinch. "No," he said. Derek grabbed his tray and threw it to the ground. Food splattered across the floor. Students gasped. "You think this is a game?" Derek hissed. Nathan didn't move. "I know exactly what this is," he said. "You're a bully. And I'm not playing anymore." Derek grabbed him. Nathan didn't resist. "Please," he said. "Stop." When Derek swung, time slowed. Nathan sidestepped, redirected, and Derek stumbled past him. Gasps filled the room. Derek charged again, enraged. Nathan moved like liquid, letting the bully's force work against him. He never struck first. But when Derek attacked with intent, Nathan swept his legs and pinned him in a controlled hold. "I said stop," Nathan whispered. The cafeteria was silent. "Nathan Lee, release him." Principal Morton's voice rang out. Nathan complied. Derek screamed about lawsuits and being attacked. But students had filmed everything. The truth was undeniable. In the principal's office, Derek's narrative unraveled. Video evidence showed him initiating the violence. Multiple students came forward with testimonies. Even some teachers admitted they had looked the other way because of Derek's father. Nathan got detention for fighting. Derek was suspended. The next week, the halls of Westridge buzzed. Rumors about Nathan spread like wildfire. Some said he was a secret assassin. Others claimed he was in witness protection. When it came out that he was a Muay Thai prodigy, the truth barely dulled the awe. Derek transferred to a private academy. Patrick and Lucas found new tables to sit at, and the dynamic at Westridge shifted. Other bullies thought twice. Nathan walked the halls without fear. Students approached him with curiosity, not mockery. Olivia joined him in the library regularly. "You could have destroyed them," she said one day. "Why didn't you?" "Because that's not strength," Nathan replied. "Strength is knowing you can, but choosing not to." Eventually, Nathan started a small martial arts club. Nothing official, but enough to teach interested students about discipline and self-control. He joined the physics team. His grades soared. So did his confidence. One night over dinner, Jen asked, "Do you think you did the right thing?" Nathan nodded. It wasn't about fighting. It was about not hiding anymore. His father smiled. "That takes more courage than most people realize." And so, as the leaves turned to snow, Nathan Lee walked the halls of Westridge not as a victim, nor a legend, but as himself. For the first time in a long time, that was enough.